Mehmet Piker worked as a VP in other various roles of Sabanci Holding for over 2 decades. Sabanci? Good one. Was founded by Hasan Omer Sabanci. I'm going to guess Sabanci. I don't know. Hence the name. Now, Hasi, C in Turkish equals J. Okay. Haji Omer Sabanci has a pretty interesting rags to riches story. Started out by moving to Adana at the age of 15 to pick cotton in 1921. Around 6 or so years after the Armenian genocide committed by the Young Turks, not those ones, by the 1940s, he owned a few cotton ginning businesses, as well as several businesses that would go on to form Sabanci Holdings decades later. Now, Hasan Omer Sabanci did not seize businesses or confiscate land from the Armenians in Adana, unlike other people in the area who took advantage of the ethnically national economy. He generally worked his way up from the bottom of his industry. Why do we care so much about this guy? Hasan Piker was the vice president of this company. Okay. Earlier today, I wrote this post saying Mehmet Bajet Piker was worth $5 billion. I based that assessment on slop A articles and had a lapse in literacy. Mom did called me out on it, and I got triggered, so I apologize for that. He and others were right to push for better standard of evidence. Keep the good work. That said, if it's good enough for Taylor, it's good enough for me until Mehmet Bajet Piker proves he's not worth $5 billion. I will continue to personally believe it. For the life of me, I cannot figure out how much money this guy has. It's all hidden. If anyone can figure out this guy's net worth, I'd love to know. In his professional life, Dr. Piker worked at Sabanci Holding for 24 years in various roles, including in the planning and legal department. He served as vice president, was the Ankara coordinator for Sabanci Holding, and held board memberships in various companies. He established the first European Union department of the private sector in Turkey. During the customs union process, he served on special commissions established by the state. In 2024, the holding's combined sales reached $1.244 trillion. Fuck, what does EBITDA stand for? This is earnings before, after, something? Interest, taxes, debt, something. Fuck, this is a finance thing. Earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. Okay. About US $4 billion. Okay. I'm bored. I don't care. All right. Do you have anything else to say? I want to do video game. Wait, let's do this first. Han Solo, Free, Zing, Ram, Kick, Stag, Buck, Single, Song, Jack, Tang, Ming, Punch, Billy, and Zest. Are these like horned animals, like a ram, a stag? Oh, nice. It's fucking my shit up. God damn it. Wait, hold on. Okay, Han, Solo. Okay, wait. Okay, stag, buck, ram. These are like things, right? With horns? No, okay. Solo. Single? Are these like something to do with China? It's no. Please don't be one off. Ugh. Zing, Ming, Tang, Han. I have no idea. Fuck. Kick. To like hit something, kind of. You can ram it. You can kick it. You can buck it and punch it. It's gonna be one off. Oh, not I have okay. No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea. I don't know. What did I have before? Zing Ming. Nope. Words that end in vel and g. I have no idea. I don't know and I don't care. What do we have? Piquancy? I don't even know what the fuck that means. What?
Piquancy.
A pleasantly sharp and appetizing flavor. It's got kick, punch, I guess punch. Zest, I guess. Okay. Zing. The flavor is zing. Or it has a zing, I guess. Available. Free. Oh, like open parking, I guess. Single. Oh, okay. Solo is available, I guess. Okay, and stag? You're going stag to like a... Damn, Jesus. Okay. Male animals. A billy, a buck. I think I know that one. Ram. Does that mean the male, I guess? A jack? What, like a kangaroo jack? I have no idea. I don't know what that is. Jack rabbit? And Billy? A Billy goat? Chinese dynasties. Song is a they sounded some shit. Fuck me. Song. I don't know. Fuck me. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. Was 5 out of 5 difficulty today? Wait, are they actually rated? Watch the Pisco Prime Kai's convo. It looked rage-inducing. Justin, already talk about the job market? Yes. And it is booming. If you can't find a job, it's because you're a fucking loser. Stop. Wait, where the fuck is this video? How long ago did they talk? Did Prime Kai stream it? I don't see it on Pisco's channel. You need to beat the next mime and he gives the stream VOD as a reward. Does he? Oh god, Pisco and Tim Pool.
El Grit.
Who the hell gave this guy a law degree? That school should lose its credibility. Jesus Christ. Yeah, compared to Tim Pool, the expert on all things legal. And whoever the fuck this guy is. Oh boy.
Show has been canceled in Chicago because ICE is being sent in. And so this is a Mexican Independence Day festival in Grant Park. They're shutting it down because they're concerned about widespread ICE raids, which is just weird for a lot of reasons. But that's not the principal issue we're here to discuss. We're here to discuss the deployment of the National Guard in Chicago and other cities, and whether it is the...
How can... Oh my God. Okay, I need to make a phone call. You can tell me if this is worth listening to. I'll be right back. I have a feeling we're probably not going to do it, though. One sec.
It is fascistic takeover or the salvation of these people plagued by crime. We got a great panel here today. Our resident liberals back in town. Who are you? What do you think?
Thank you. I'm Pisco Liddy on Twitter. I'm an attorney, and I talk a lot about what the Trump administration is doing. And I, obviously take the position that these deployments, especially of military officials in the National Guard, are not just in the most cases illegal, but also against our history and tradition and the Constitution.
Right on. And to tell him he's wrong.
My name's Joel Webben. I pastor a church in Georgetown, Texas. It's about 45 minutes north of Austin, Texas, and then I do some streams, Right Response Ministries on YouTube.
I was just assuming you were going to disagree with him because it's kind of the point of the show, but who knows? And then we brought in this guy from the UK. Actually, we talked about it the other day with Connor. That your perspective might be interesting, considering you come from an outside country, though you do have a more conservative bent.
Yeah, well, my country is currently in the grips of anarcho-tyranny, and I actually, I might end up agreeing with you because I want to free the National Guard up so they can come over and help us with our problem. But yeah, Colin Tomlinson, host of Tomlinson Talks on YouTube, writer for Courage Media, and general troublemaker, and hopefully friend of the show, considering you keep having me.
So there's we'll just kick this one off, and I will not be separated from this, as I am from the south side of Chicago City proper, and grew up in ways that I don't think people should grow up. But to be fair, I will stress this: as bad as it was, the crime that we dealt with in Chicago, the world has been worse for a very, very long time. And things are still pretty good relatively. Not that anyone should tolerate gang violence. But I will begin the debate specifically on the issue of Chicago. And I will speak about how Chicago deals with crime and Trump's plan for sending in the National Guard. And then I will ask you to opine. So there are two strategies being employed that have been, I should say there's a principal strategy that's been employed throughout Chicago for the past several decades, particularly in my neighborhood and surrounding neighborhoods. That has been done by the Democrats and the liberals. Donald Trump is offering up a new strategy, which is to deploy the National Guard. In the area I grew up, we had a place called the Clair Courts. It was basically all black houses and neighborhoods. And because of the violence, specifically and literally from this black neighborhood, coming into other areas, shootings, there's the gang initiations called getting V'd. We had routinely in my neighborhood, which was largely white working class, immigrant, and Latino, the people from the LeClaire courts, largely, it was almost entirely black, would come over and just rob you blind, and the cops couldn't do anything about it. The cops said, the problem is we get sued instantly on racial grounds because we end up arresting a bunch of black people. So the city liberals, the Democrats, said, we have a solution to the problem of crime. They bulldozed all the black people's homes and kicked them out and forced them into poverty and worse circumstances. That was the Democrat strategy. I don't agree with that. I think it's a bad strategy. Donald Trump says, we'll deploy the National Guard. They will not enforce laws. They'll likely just be cleaning up trash. But the strategy here is gangbangers are going to be scared to open fire on crowds when there's a bunch of National Guard standing around. As a Chicago native and resident, I believe it is preferable to take the Donald Trump conservative approach of deploy National Guard, but not to enforce laws, but as a presence, as opposed to the Democrat strategy of tear down the homes of black people and kick them out and make them homeless. What do you think?
Even if it's illegal?
Deploying the National Guard?
Would you support the deployment of the National Guard in a city if it was illegal?
So we're talking about a specific incident in Chicago right now, the real world, not a hypothetical, is it on paper or not? We're dealing with two scenarios. First, I will stress, Trump can legally deploy the National Guard. They just can't enforce the law.
In every circumstance, you think he has unbridled authority to deploy the National Guard whenever he wants? Any National Guard?
Well, so in Chicago, we're talking about an emergency scenario that Trump could declare an emergency.
Well, then you can just answer the question. You can, like if someone says, for example, in every circumstance, can he deploy the National Guard? You can just say no in some circumstances, right?
Well, now let's talk about the real world.
Well, you didn't answer that, right? Not in every circumstance.
There's no absolutes.
Right. So you agree with me, don't you, that there are congressionally imposed limits on the president's use of the National Guard that are found in Article 1 of the Constitution?
I would say
Congress
there are certain circumstances where it would be argued that Trump's deployment of the National Guard is illegal. That is a good thing and he should do.
It would be argued. I'm just asking an abstract, right? Under the laws of the United States, there are certain federalizations under Title 10 which would be illegal.
So let me answer your question. In some circumstances, it is a good thing that Trump would deploy the National Guard illegally.
Okay. I mean,
And so let's talk about the real world. Okay. The real world is Democrats literally, let me pull this up for you. I'll show you my neighborhood. The Democrats bulldozed black people's homes and wiped out their community. Is that what you want to happen?
no.
Well, that's what happened.
But why is okay? So they do something bad, so we should deploy,
No, it's
legal
called
deployment.
it's called. Well, what's preferable? The Democrat strategy to bulldoze their homes and make them homeless, or Trump having 84 National Guard standing periodically on street
I'll
corners?
tell you why I would
not
prefer.
enforcing the law?
It's a false dichotomy. But if you were going to force me to choose between bulldozing homes and illegal deployments, at a bare minimum, right? Bulldozing homes would be some act that I assume was passed off democratically. But hey, do you agree with that or not?
I just love the idea that it's like, hey, we got a problem with crime in the black community, so the Democrats of Chicago destroyed all their houses.
No, but I'm telling you, it's a false dichotomy. But like,
that's what they did.
You understand that? Like, I don't know that you're representing that would happen. I'm taking your representation.
I'll show you.
On good
Google-
faith. But
Google
assume
Earth.
that. Like, why does that affect whether or not we should support an illegal deployment of the National Guard?
It sounds like you're putting a lot of emphasis on the legality. So to use the dichotomy that Tim presented, the idea of black people's homes being bulldozed, you mentioned, well, at least that would come about, we would presume, democratically. Does that make it just to you?
Just because something is brought about democratically doesn't mean that it's just. But there are longer-term interests in the survival of the country that are at stake when you just, don't think about the constitutional framework and history of our country, which was particularly worried with standing armies. As libertarians, you guys must be concerned. I assume that you believe in rights, right?
Yes, I believe that there are natural rights. What are some examples? I'm just curious.
I wonder.
I'm not familiar with you, but what's an example of nationalizing, federalizing the National Guard in order to go into some situation?
So just real quick, this is 48th West 44th Street. There's a couple blocks from where I grew up, and it's all just beautiful, lush fields surrounded by fences. That's what it is. I wonder if I can go back in time. Oh yeah, look at this. That's where black people used to live. Look at all these houses. They fucking destroyed because instead of saying we want to deal with the crime, they went in, evicted all the black people, and ripped their homes down.
I'm not sure about the particulars of this, Tim, but like we're not here to discuss. Was this
my neighborhood
smart or not? I mean, if this happened in your neighborhood, I'm really sorry about that. But we're not here to discuss this, right? Are we here to discuss the bulldozing of homes? Or are we here to discuss
2011,
the National Guard?
We're here to discuss what is the solution to the problem of crime, and is it? You can make the argument that there's a pie in the. Actually, let me put it this way: I from this neighborhood, growing up in Chicago, who have lost friends to the gang violence and the crime and the drug trade, who have friends who've witnessed corpses being dragged down alleys, who was personally shot at. The hot dog stand, the little shop that was 2 blocks from where I grew up, had bullet holes in its bulletproof windows. And I don't want to pretend like that's the apocalypse, because I know that life was bad when we all lived in the woods and were fighting each other in war in Europe or Asia or whatever it may have been. I get it. Science technology has improved, but children shouldn't grow up in places like this. Crime shouldn't be this way. Now, my whole life, I've been told by Democrats, the solution is not to arrest these people and to let them go. And when the crime got so bad and the people were so pissed off that it wasn't tenable anymore, what'd they do? They literally just destroyed the black neighborhood. The city decided to go in and bulldoze everything and rip it out of the ground and evict all of these people. I don't think that's a solution either. All that's going to do is shuffle it under the rug and make more crime. So that strategy didn't work. I'm not saying that these are the only plays. Donald Trump's play is the estimates are about 80 National Guard per city. And what they'll likely be doing is picking up trash. They do not have the authority to enforce the law, local law. But the idea is in these areas where gangs come into, like Vidham Park, where I grew up, where you'd see 15 black teenagers come into our neighborhood and just steal everything from you. They won't do it when there are 2 National Guardsmen standing there with rifles.
Will you condemn the National Guard if they help execute a search warrant for ICE?
Why?
Because you said that you wouldn't be in favor of them enforcing civilian law.
I didn't say that.
Would you be in favor of the National Guard enforcing immigration law?
Should there be a declared emergency under color of law and it's legal and allowed?
Well, one of the ways in which you're trying to sell this is you're saying they're just going to be standing there as a presence, a show of force.
That's the argument.
I think that is by itself also problematic under our history and framework of our Constitution, where we're specifically scared of standing armies, and the founders especially, right? They have every 2 years, right? The army lapses. There's a requirement in the Constitution.
You're not arguing what I'm talking about.
What I'm trying to say is there's a big concern to have military domestic presence of the military.
No, there
isn't.
isn't.
One of the ways that you were there isn't in our history.
No. Don't. Where are you from? Are you from Chicago?
I'm from New York.
Oh, I'm from New York. Yeah. I find it very difficult, having experienced the things that I did, to have people not from this place tell me that I don't want National Guard in my home.
I didn't say that. I said our history.
Yeah, okay, I get that. I am begging Donald Trump to send in the National Guard to put an end to this shit.
But part of the way that you're selling it is, don't worry, they're not going to enforce civilian law. That's part of what you're selling.
I said the plan was this. And I also said in some circumstances, an illegal deployment of the National Guard would be good. Oh. What's your solution to this? What's your solution?
I don't know. We're not here to discuss my broader solution to crime.
You don't have one.
Wait, we're not here to discuss my broader solution to crime, are we? Are we here to discuss crime generally, or the deployment of the National Guard? and the military. Whether that's something we
The
support.
underlying issue of the deployment of the National Guard is the crime.
It's because of murder. It's because of the crime.
Okay, because of murder, we think that we should deploy the military. So would you be in favor of
I think you need to do whatever it takes to make murder stop.
even doing illegal stuff, right?
Yeah, because
What is it?
Is that
He
right?
who saves his country violates no law.
So
So this is the fascinating thing. Legal and illegal.
you say fascism. You say, is this fascism? And what I'm hearing right now is, it doesn't matter if it's legal or illegal, we're going to support
Right. So you support the legal destruction of the black neighborhoods?
No, I mean, I don't know that you're representing it fairly, but
I just showed you.
Okay, just because they tear down a neighborhood doesn't mean it was done in violation of like the rights of these people, or it was done. Hang on. You agree with,
Legal destruction of the black community is okay. Is that what you said?
So just to be clear, you would agree that just because a neighborhood was bulldozed does not mean that that was a wrong thing to do, right?
Say that one more time.
You're representing me for the first time the fact that this neighborhood was bulldozed. I can't comment on it other than to say, if you're representing it correctly, that it was all done unfairly,
I'll put it like
with bad
this.
motive, then sure, then it was wrong thing to do. But that doesn't bear on whether or not the National Guard deployment is okay.
Do you think that Donald Trump's argument for the deployment of the National Guard is legitimate, or is he making
It's
excuses?
illegitimate, obviously.
So in Chicago, there's not going to be a single Democratic politician who's going to come out and tell you, because crime got so bad, we flattened the black community. They're not going to say that.
Yeah, but why are we playing this game of whataboutism when we're like, okay, the Democrats
whataboutism?
had a bad policy on crime. By the way, they've had multiple bad policies on crime over the course of decades and decades and decades.
It's not whataboutism. It's quite simple. It's for decades, for generations. The Democrat policies, the liberal plans, the plans you're presenting, and the counter that you're making to Donald Trump has failed, and has resulted in people that I know being dead. And the response from the city was, of course, they're going to give platitudes. We are going to beautify the area, and they don't say, hey, the gang violence, murder has gotten so bad, and the drug dealing so
Why
bad.
not have the military enforce the civilian law?
So deploying the National Guard is Trump's plan, and I say, I'll fucking take it. I will take it.
So you would support the military enforcing civilian law, including
in
immigration?
Chicago, 100%.
Yeah.
Because this is an emergency.
So no
And
one
if-
should
if-
believe
if-
you when you're doing this whole thing of, don't worry, they're just going to be standing there. You know they're not.
You're lying. I didn't say that.
They're
He was just saying that's the plan. He's not saying
Trump
That's
has
not the
publicly
plan, because we
stated-
saw what happened in LA. And in LA, they weren't just standing there; they were helping execute warrants. They were going and doing enforcement actions on cannabis farms. They were, making perimeters. They were doing arrests and searches. So it's not just the case.
That's allowed.
Their whole hang on. That's
not illegal.
That's enforcement of civilian law.
And that's fine.
Okay, the law says it's not.
No,
Congress-
that's not correct. You're lying.
Okay,
Under certain circumstances, the president has the authority to invoke the National Guard to enforce national law, a local law.
not under posse comitatus.
That's the Army, not the National Guard. The Army and the Marines.
That applies to National Guard and federal service.
The Army and the Marines can enforce a domestic law if an emergency is declared and Trump invokes the Insurrection Act.
The posse comitatus applies to National Guard troops called in federal service. Do you?
Sure.
Okay, so it does
Trump
apply
can-
to them. It does.
So there's two circumstances where the National Guard has more leeway to enforce domestic law when the law is not being enforced. We've gone over this for years now. Even liberals made the argument. If local law is not being enforced, the president has the right to call upon the state National Guard. Trump can bring in military, actual Marines and Army to enforce local laws if he invokes the Insurrection Act. He did not do that.
So you think that there was an insurrection? Do you think there was an insurrection in LA?
Define.
Well, I don't know. Under your vision of it, right? I mean, you would
So
say
the-
the invocation of the Insurrection Act.
The Mexicans were waving their own flags inside your country and declaring that they were going to take over a state for the race. I think that probably qualifies.
Yeah,
That's a problem.
it's funny that we have
insurrection
a
has
UK person coming here to talk to me about the First Amendment, not my country.
Hold
In
on.
this
Well, he was-
country-
that's why we-
in this country, we have a right to expression. And also, by the way, I think it's even
He's got you there.
it's even extra funny. I just want to finish this and I'll let you finish. So it's even extra funny because the whole purpose that our constitutional structure and history is so fearful of standing armies has to do with British deployments of the military in the United States, like the Boston Massacre, et cetera. And so, yes, we don't need your lessons on military deployments or the First Amendment.
Okay, there's no need to be petty. I was actually going to ask you a question in very good faith, so I would rein that in, please. The constitutional statutes that you're appealing to, forgive my ignorance, which specific parts and when were they written?
So 1878, I think, is posse comitatus.
Okay.
That's after, and the history is really helpful here because it was after President Grant's deployment of troops in the southern states. The reaction to that, and after the Hayes-Tilden election, they passed posse comitatus specifically because troops were in the South enforcing federal law, enforcing civilian law, and they didn't like that. And so Congress passed posse comitatus. And so, yeah, the history really, really helps my case here.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to refute. I was asking a sincere question. But you're being unnecessarily defensive and not being combative with you. The point I'm going to lead with this is that's all well and good, but the appeal to the justification of the law appeals to a context which no longer applies. Because the reason those laws were written was an internal conversation about limits, checks and balances on the undue application of power within a homogenous population, right? The current problem that America has is they're in a state of emergency. They've imported, 10 to 15 million illegals in the last 4 to 5 years alone. The crime is out of control because of foreign investment in DAs in progressive cities, and they treat the criminals like the victims of society. So if the local authorities are not going to enforce the law and they're going to put people's lives at risk, then yes, the federal government has a duty to step in and safeguard its citizens, because if on the ground the DAs are ideologically bankrupt and endangering people, it is morally justified to have the military step in and reinforce order.
Let me ask you a question. You keep bringing up legality as if it's some basis for morality. What the Nazis did was legal is the most famous argument. Obviously, it was not good. So color of law is not a justification or an argument against
Yeah, I basically think that there's I want to address your context argument because I think it's one that people bring up. But so we'll address afterwards. I think that there's a certain threshold that we apply in terms of severity. Everyone has that. That you're not going to respect the laws of North Korea. You're not going to respect the laws of the Nazi regime. But I really, really value our constitutional system and structure and our history. It has produced the most prosperous, most powerful country in the history of the world. We're right now at the height of our power, and so I want to protect that system because it seems to produce really, really, really good results and protect domestic liberty. So you'd have to have you said yourself, it's not like we can't live. You said it yourself at the start of the conversation. We've had worse times. And so it sounds to me like we haven't met that threshold, at least in your mind, that we're going to throw away our constitutional scheme of government. That's ridiculous.
Who said that?
Okay, and I want to address your context.
That's a ridiculous drama that no one argued.
So all I'm saying is the good here is to protect our history, our constitution.
What is the circumstance by which Trump can legally deploy the National Guard?
It depends. He has different authorities to legally deploy the National Guard.
Emergency.
Can I address his context?
Emergency is one of them.
It depends which kind of emergency. So
like which one?
So for example, the title he invoked in California, it's rebellion, it's invasion, none of which are present, and an inability to enforce law.
How to define invasion?
Okay, why should I have to define invasion right now as we speak?
Because you said Trump cited invasion.
He did not cite invasion. He cited the statute which calls invasion. So he's not pretending there's invasion. He does pretend there's invasion for purposes of the Alien Enemies Act, which has been rejected now even by the Fifth Circuit.
Let's start over. Slow down. What was the basis by which Trump justified the deployment of the National Guard?
He said that there was a rebellion. Do you agree with that in LA?
Yeah.
Okay, so
it's semantic.
So you agree that you agree that there was a rebellion in LA. I just want to hear you say January 6th was a rebellion.
In what way?
You just said so certainly you mean something when you said you agreed that what happened in LA with ICE was a rebellion. You have your own standard for what you meant by rebellion. So clearly that applies to January 6th, doesn't it?
In January 6th, was there a foreign government saying that their people were agitating on behalf of?
I don't know what you're talking about. That the Scheinbahn represent that like the Mexican residents were doing. They were waving flag. They were waving foreign flags on January 6th. They were waving Georgian flag, the country of Georgia flag. They were waving.
Was the head of Georgia agitating for Georgian national citizens or ethnically Georgian?
That turns on whether something is a rebellion. So whether or not they're waving a flag and whether a foreign country
is saying that these are our shock troops to leverage political.
That changes in your mind whether something is a rebellion or not,
or an invasion. Yes, of course it does.
The important thing to consider is the legal definition versus the colloquial or the semantic as interpreted by different individuals. The thing about January 6th is that I would argue certainly some of those people thought they were engaged in insurrection or rebellion. That's
not whether they thought, whether you called it and are willing to call it a rebellion. But you are willing to call LA, what happened in LA, the violence that occurred in LA, a rebellion. Why is that?
So with January 6th, it was disorganized and random. Some of you make this look on your face, but you interrupted me before I can make my point.
Yeah, sure.
Some of the people who shut up certainly did have the intent to disrupt the electoral vote count. I have no problem with these people being criminally charged, locked up, and I think you go to prison for this, especially fighting cops. Was there an organized effort to bring people to January 6th for that purpose? It does not appear to be the case. That's why they didn't actually charge anybody under insurrection or anything like that.
They charge people of seditious conspiracy, which is designed to
indeed and
bring people there to
incorrect.
What do you mean?
That was specifically among Oath Keepers and Proud Boys, specifically among those.
So they were engaged in rebellion, weren't they?
Group of individuals.
Were they engaged in rebellion?
That's actually an argument to be made. I would argue no.
Why not? Why were they not engaged in rebellion?
Let's roll, baby.
Did you
see with the ICE riots, where you have the federal law, you have federal government going in specifically to enforce a law, an organized group of people putting out flyers and saying, for the purpose of this, we will come out and engage in violence, is different, right? Not everybody in LA engaged in this is the point I'm making. People at January 6th.
Not everyone at January 6th did either. Not everyone in LA did either.
Exactly my point.
Yeah.
So when they went and arrested J6ers, and I said they should have been, what's the problem?
We're not talking about arrest. We're talking about whether or not something is categorized as a rebellion. You were quite willing, to call what happened in LA a rebellion.
For the purpose of deploying law enforcement to put a stop to it, as I would agree with January 6th. Yes, we're in agreement.
Oh, so January 6th was a rebellion?
No.
Okay.
This is
Help me out here.
So you're playing a semantic game instead of actually arguing.
You're playing the game here. I think
the game is actually quite simple. In both circumstances, law was invoked to deploy law enforcement to stop a riot. I agree with both circumstances in LA and DC to stop the
LA
riots.
was more organized, and that changes whether it's a rebellion or not.
Among the people who organized it for the intention, be it LA or January 6th, they were engaged.
Even though they were organized in Jan. I mean, come on, you know that they were organized in Jan 6. I mean, not just because not everyone is part of the plan. They were people who were organized with a specific seditious
So if my
purpose.
argument is that there were some people on Jan 6 that intended to overthrow, to stop the vote count, most didn't, and there were some people in LA that were intending to stop federal government from engaging in law enforcement, which is under the law the same thing, insurrection or rebellion.
So in terms of frustrating the federal purpose,
so they're the exact same thing. I'm calling them the same thing. I'm saying law enforcement should have done the same thing, and you're choosing one to be and one not to be.
No, hang on. You're saying that what happened in LA was a rebellion, and what happened at Jan 6 wasn't. You're saying that there's a distinction there.
I'm saying that there was an organized effort among leftist activists across California. We did not see that as a coordinated effort with January 6th. However, some people on January 6th did have that intent, and if the government were to say, we are going to invoke the same act for the deployment of law enforcement to stop these violent actions, that is acceptable. Yes, we agree on that.
So rebellion is a type of prolonged insurrection. Okay, insurrection is the broader term here, and rebellion is a subset of it. And insurrection is levying war against the United States. It's a type of treason, all right? And levying war, and it has 4 elements to it: an assemblage, a public purpose, the use of force or intimidation, and to frustrate a U.S. law, and basically to violate a U.S. law. And so I would, because I'm consistent, I would say that there are some things.
You're not.
And I am consistent in LA that would, under the historical definition of insurrection, qualify as an insurrection.
So let's
hang on a second. I am consistent though, because I use that historical definition. I don't know what definition you guys are using, but which is like somehow a foreign country has some role into whether something is an insurrection. Like, where are you getting that definition from?
Invasion. You cited invasion. He pointed out invasion.
But Trump did not cite an invasion for his invocation of, the National Guard.
You said he did.
So we should I said he cited a statute which includes one of the purposes in it: invasion, rebellion, or inability to.
So invasion is included. So let's make something clear.
He did not make a finding.
On January 6th, a large portion of the people who were arrested and charged did not engage in insurrection, did not engage in rebellion, did not riot, did not fight with police, did not tear down barricades, did not smash windows. There were people who showed up an hour after police had cleared everybody out. The doors were still open. The paths were still clear. I've interviewed some of these people. I have met them. One couple, they were in their late 50s, showed up an hour after everything had stopped, walked up the stairs to open doors, walked in, looking around, shrugged and left, and got convicted and sentenced to 18 months in jail. This is the distinction.
What is that? That's a distinction in terms of whether something is an insurrection or rebellion?
When we're talking about the whole of January 6th, we can't put a blanket on every single person who was arrested and charged.
That's what I'm trying to do.
So I want to make sure that's clear then. So you're not
I'm not trying to say that everyone who didn't engage in insurrection.
I will put it very simply. There were people who intended to stop the vote count. Many of these people were violent. They should go to jail. They should be convicted.
Did they engage in insurrection?
It's tough to say because we're talking about two different things. The legal, which is infringing, like
under what you understand the legal standard to be.
There's a difference between the constitutional, what insurrection is, and when the president can invoke the Insurrection Act. That's the debate we had several months ago, which regular people don't understand the distinction. The Insurrection Act refers to trying to overthrow the governments, right? I'm sorry, the 14th Amendment statement about insurrection. This is what the Supreme Court ruled. However, the Insurrection Act is just when someone is
Black Lives Matter wasn't an insurrection under the constitutional test, even though you called it an insurrection.
That was under the Insurrection Act, which is the point I'm making right now. The Insurrection Act is when local law is not being enforced or individuals are stopping the federal government from enforcing law.
So why hasn't Trump invoked the Insurrection Act?
Yeah, he should. Fuck yeah, he should.
But he hasn't. And until he does, don't you think that you need to analyze? Like, you're basically saying that you don't care to analyze whether Trump's actions are legal or not under the current authorities
that is a huge leap that is not part of
it. Do you care to analyze whether his actions are legal, or if they're illegal, are you going to say who cares if it's illegal? That's what I'm kind of getting at. Is like, should I even bother?
We've already analyzed that they're legal, and they are. And
we haven't analyzed, but I'm saying that they're illegal.
Like, bro, Abby Phillips, all the liberals were like, yeah, Trump can do this.
Just because Abby Phillips says it doesn't mean that she's right. Come on, man. You're going to trust CNN?
Making the point that the liberal narrative, except for you, is that while Trump can deploy National Guard, so long as they're picking up trash and not enforcing law.
It's not true. Gavin Newsom is in court right now. They just had a ruling that what he did in California violated posse comitatus.
He won. The latest appeal was that the restrictions are lifted.
No, hang on. No.
It's gone back and forth like 3 or 4 times.
The latest was that there was a trial on posse comitatus, and Judge Breyer found that they did, in fact, violate posse comitatus.
The latest was that the restrictions were lifted and Trump
Breyer himself stayed his own order to let the Ninth Circuit percolate. They're already reviewing it, whatever. All that is to say is it's a live issue under the courts, and it's a separate issue whether or not the courts are able to review it and whether or not he's following the law.
Can I just
what he said, because he had something very interesting. He was basically saying this is a wholly different context, and so me trying to apply posse comitatus, a law that's on the books, to the conduct now, it's removing and divorcing the context of 1878 and applying it and misapplying it in the current day. That's not true. We're fighting the same battles that we're doing now, like that they were. You know, they were having an immigration problem, according to them, in the 1870s too. The first restrictive immigration law they passed was the Page Act in 1875, and there was a great deal of Chinese immigration that was happening that people were pissed about in that era. So I don't really think that the difference here in context is the immigration pattern. If anything, we're fighting the same separation of powers issues that we're doing today as they were back in the day.
So we had this debate a couple months ago. And I know you commented after the fact, and I think this is sophistry on your part and the liberals. During the BLM riots, there's a clip that liberals shared where I said, this is an insurrection. The previous context in the greater form, the long form of what I said was, here's the Insurrection Act. The Insurrection Act says that if local law is not being enforced or that individuals are using violence to stop the enforcement of federal law, that qualifies for the president to invoke the Insurrection Act and send the National Guard. This qualifies as an insurrection in that context. Then when it came to January 6th, the context liberals brought up was that this large body of people that were rioting were trying to overthrow the United States government. It's an insurrection. To which I said, no, they're not trying to overthrow. Most of those people had no idea what the fuck was going on.
But where are you getting that insurrection means you're trying to take over the government?
That was the argument liberals made under the 14th Amendment.
Where are you getting this notion that insurrection only means when you try to overthrow
I literally just defined
it? So then why would you ever contest whether Jan 6 was an insurrection?
So we'll try this again. Yeah. That was literally.
You're saying under the Insurrection Act, things that wouldn't be insurrections, which by the way, I agree with you. There are some things under the Insurrection Act.
No one colloquially would think that a handful of BLM rioters smashing windows was trying to overthrow the U.S. government.
No,
Oh, did we get back here? Is this worth watching or is this trash? Please stop this. Pisco did well. He's cooking for real. Is this other lawyer dude? Is he interjecting at all? I don't know. My speaker's on, so I didn't hear literally any of this.
Where are you
I mean,
getting?
some people might say that.
No, but what I'm saying is the underlying assumption that to do an insurrection, that either colloquially or under the historical legal frameworks, that is what is needed to qualify as an insurrection, that you would need to overthrow the government. Like, why is the assumption?
We've pulled up a numerous
where are you getting this definition that insurrection means to overthrow the government? Where are you getting
that was semantic during the New York Times, CNN, MSNBC.
Where are you getting the notion?
New York Times, CNN, MSNBC.
So New York Times, CNN said that insurrection means you're overturning the government. That's what insurrection means.
That's literally, yes.
No, and no.
So during the court case over whether Donald Trump was disqualified under the 14th Amendment for insurrection, the corporate press was running the line. Their narrative was, that's why I said it's colloquial or semantic as opposed to the legal. That's why the distinction was that Trump tried to overthrow the U.S. government. And that's what the 14th Amendment meant because of the Civil War. That was the public debate.
But the South wasn't trying to overthrow the Washington, D.C. government.
I agree.
In the Civil War. So
Fuck. Pisco needs to bring up, I don't know if he does it or if they've already done it. In every court where they litigated the subject matter, it was found that Trump had engaged in insurrection, by the way, as far as the 14th Amendment was concerned. The reason why he wasn't held accountable is because the Supreme Court decided that the Section 3 didn't apply to anything because they didn't like it. That was the ruling. We don't like Section 3, so we're just going to say that it doesn't matter and it doesn't apply to anybody anymore unless Congress does something about it, which is bullshit. So they never litigated on the issue of, was it an insurrection? Do people have the right, do states have the right to determine that? They never touched that issue. The Supreme Court didn't.
So if you're saying that they're referencing the Civil War and that they're incorporating the Civil War.
Hey, don't look at me. This is the debate.
No one was arguing that insurrection means you're trying to overthrow the government. That's the absurd argument that Trump was trying to say. Trump was trying to argue in court saying to be an insurrection, you need to really try to overturn the government.
That's what the liberals were saying.
No, that's not what the liberals were saying. It's a lesser standard than that. That's why they were trying to disqualify.
Oh, that's ridiculous, dude.
No,
the idea that you could disqualify a candidate for being a BLM riot is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
BLM riot? Oh, are they really going to get into this? They can't.
You know what? Wait, hold on. Wait. I agree with you.
It applies to previous oath takers.
Yeah, it's narrow. See? It's narrow. People wanted to say that it's wide, but it's a narrow type of standard that you're applying. They say, oh, well, this is so overly burdensome. It would apply to so many people. Tim Pool tried to do it with the BLM right thing. But Pisco's correct. It's narrow at 2 points. It only applies to prior oath takers. One. Now, you can argue maybe that the definition of insurrection or aiding or abetting an insurrection might be wide. That maybe is the wide part. But then it also would only apply to people who are taking a future office that would require you to take the same oath. So it's narrow for who would have been qualified for even having this determination. And then it's narrow going forward for who would require if you're, yeah.
I agree.
So do you agree that Jan 6 is an insurrection?
Yes.
Wait, but unironically, you think Jan 6 is an insurrection?
Yeah, Trump shouldn't be allowed to run ever.
I know, but you're being ironic now. But
I'm not.
I'm totally asking you for real.
I'm actually being an opportunist.
Okay.
Because I'm going to use this to disqualify every single Democratic candidate who said anything good about BLM on TV ever. That's what he wants to say.
Trump's disqualified. And if that means he's out next year, okay. Because holy shit, that disqualifies someone.
Well, he's not looking so good, is he? Health-wise.
That disqualifies the Newsom. It disqualifies so many of these people. It's amazing. I'm down. Let's go. I'm agreed.
So you're agreeing with the meaning of a word based on how you intend to use it?
Yep.
That's how you
guys are doing.
Well, don't you criticize
should we disqualify Gavin
lefties
Newsom?
for saying you define women however you want to meet with what you think is correct?
Should Kamala Harris be disqualified from ever holding office?
No, of course not. She didn't engage in
Now
insurrection.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, she did. Actually, one time she retweeted a bail fund. That's what she said. The Minnesota bail fund. Is that going to be it?
Funded these people.
No.
There it is. Say it. Do it.
I mean,
Do
so
it.
first of all, so we can talk about that specific tweet where
Do it. Oh, Pisco knows it.
she retweeted a bail fund.
Trump didn't.
Bail is not illegal, dipshit. How could it possibly be an insurrection if it's bail? It's bail. What? That's left to the judge's determination for someone even qualifies for it.
Engage in insurrection.
So I don't think engagement in insurrection also has a historical legal definition, and it doesn't include pushing for people to have relief.
The argument is Donald Trump engaged in insurrection because he was a lighter standard under the law. Then I say Kamala.
It's
Harris applies in the
You
exact same
you
way.
actually think about, Tim, what the
Not that
standard
I
is.
think Kamala's
You
actually
actually have to think about what the standard is, though. Like, the standard isn't just it's a lower standard so anyone can fall under it. You need to actually apply the standard. But it's all to show that, like, if he wants to invoke the Insurrection Act, he should do so. He hasn't invoked the Insurrection Act, and so we should assess his actions deploying the National Guard under the legal frameworks.
If Donald Trump doesn't get to be president anymore, but it means that any Democrat who's ever supported a riot can't run for office.
When somebody said that Pisco's knocked down every single argument, there's like a thing that is happening here. I can't tell this. I noticed this so much after Peter Miller did the debate with Saar. There's a thing that's happening over the COVID lab leak stuff. I think you're allowed to look at people's reactions to things to see how they feel about a thing. I think it's a normal human thing to do, and I think it's accurate. So, for instance, if you watched the election stream that I did when Trump won, a lot of liberals were really upset about it. It wasn't good. I was upset. Pisco was upset. Everybody's upset. It's not good. It's not good, right? How many lefties were upset? None of them. They were celebrating. They were happy to see the liberals lose. How many in MAGA were upset? Obviously, nobody was their candidate. And the centrists were also all happy, right? You know, it's like the meme of like, if you want to figure out what to do with the future, flip a coin and, call one side heads, call one side for tails. And when you flip the coin, whatever you hope it lands on is probably the thing you actually want, right? It's more emotionally, intuitively driven, and you'll know like what you're leaning towards. I should call this the magic table. I'm going to assume, if we all are humans and we live in the real physical world, okay, my assumption is that this table here is held up, okay, by 4 legs. That would be my assumption, right? This table is probably held up by 4 different legs, okay? Or 10 or 12 or however many you want there to be. There's this interesting phenomenon, though, when I debate people, and it happened with Peter after the root claim debate. Where something happens where when you're arguing with somebody and you knock down one leg, and then you knock down another leg, and then you knock down another leg, and then you knock down another, and then something is happening. You notice by the time you've knocked down like 12 different legs, the strength of their argument hasn't changed at all. In fact, sometimes when the legs are knocked down, sometimes it feels like they believe in it even harder, right? After Peter did his debate with Root Claim, and I would say thoroughly trounced the Saar guy and the I forget the name of the second guy that came in. I think he destroyed him, right? When they came back with their new analysis, not only did they say they disagreed with the judge's decisions that Peter won, they said that in their new analysis, they actually believed in lab leak even stronger. And something happens when you take away like legs from people's arguments and then the table is still floating, and then you find out, oh, the table was never actually supported by the legs. It's just a magical floating table. But you had like legs underneath it because you didn't want anybody else to notice that you had like a magical floating table. I don't know if you can call it this, like the magical floating table argument, but you just, like, I feel like you can watch Pisco and Tim Pool do this, where like you're knocking down all these things. Like, is your stability not impacted at all? Like, this doesn't feel like more wobbly, or you don't have like a little bit less confidence than you did before? It's like, no, actually, this is evidence of even a greater conspiracy, or that's actually even more of an evidence, or that's actually more. Of course, you wouldn't have this. You wouldn't expect to have that. You wouldn't. It's like, okay, and then finally, maybe they'll land on like 1 or 2 points where they can take on. It's like, so by the end of this, you've been wrong on every single argumentative point, on every support you've had for your argument. It's been incorrect. How do you have the same conviction for your argument, or more now at the end of the argument, than you did when we started? And it's because the table was never supported by the legs. It's just a magical floating table. And that's what it always was. And it doesn't matter if you kick down every single leg, they'll pick them up and they'll put them under the table again, because it doesn't matter at the end of the day. It doesn't matter where they put them. It doesn't matter how many they have. The table will always be magical and floating.
I'm down.
Okay, but support
Republicans tend not to do that. Not that I like
mere support is not engagement in insurrection all the time. But I do want to
let's bring it back to Chicago.
Yeah, let's go to Chicago. So that deployment, if he's anticipating using the military to enforce civilian law, you don't have a problem with that as a libertarian?
No.
So
but there's like so many things that he doesn't understand. Like a lot of people don't even realize that that's like just not what the military's for. You do not join the military to do law enforcement against U.S. citizens. That's just not generally what you do. It's not what you do. Like, if you think about it, what is the military for domestically? it's really for like two big situations. One is to help the people for like national disaster relief. Maybe you'll deploy, Army Corps of Engineers or whatever, Engineer Corps or whatever, or military for help there. Or two is to like keep the peace because it's like an insurrection or rebellion, right? Almost Civil War-ish type, right? That's it. It's not for arresting citizens. I don't even know if the military can arrest citizens, or maybe they get deputized. Can I get arrested by a guy in the fucking army? Are you gonna take me to the MPs? Like, I don't know if you can even do that. Actually, I don't think they have the authority to. That's why in DC they weren't carrying weapons, or they're just there to stand by and watch.
You wouldn't have a problem with them doing it in Tennessee or doing it in Arkansas or doing it in these red states that have higher crime rates.
Depends on the circumstances.
Why do the red states have higher crime rates?
I'm assuming you want me to say it. I'm assuming you want me to say it because there are black people there.
There's a lot of strength.
Oh, is that what he just said? Why do they have high crime? Ugh.
I think he was specific.
Why does that matter? Who cares? So then you'd send the military to those places then?
You're specifically saying some cities in these red states have higher crime.
Some cities in these red states have higher crime than DC.
Yeah, I don't think you're saying red states have higher crime.
Yeah, because of strength.
Yeah, why?
Diversity being our greatest strength.
Yeah, so whatever the cause is.
Fucking, it's always the shortest dicked fucking losers that rest on this fucking racial purity IQ shit. Can one of these guys be like an accomplished like if Albert Einstein, who's a fucking, Jew supremacist or white supremacist, whatever the fuck. Okay, fine, I get it, right? Or just somebody but not these fucking losers. God, it's fucking pathetic.
We're just talking about whether we support the deployment. So I'm just asking you.
I got
red states to make a political point there. That's the point.
No, I'm saying red states in terms of
God,
the
and a
reason
bonger racist. These are like the worst kinds of dude. Bongers send their worst like social degenerates, the rad femmes, the turfs, and then like the weird fucking like race realist people. Why? We always get the worst from the bongland. Why? I guess they know that's why the real bongers come here and they infiltrate and then they act like they're American. The fucking actors do.
Why he's not deploying red states is because he has relationships with these governors, and that's why he's doing it.
Yeah,
it's political.
I don't think he was saying red states have higher crime. I think he was saying there are some red states that have cities with high crime Trump's not deploying to.
Right.
And we all know why.
I do have to bring this up. It's kind of a non sequitur, but I think it's relevant to the zeitgeist and the shift culturally. I've been talking about how on Instagram, have you seen these Instagram viral threads? There's the George Floyd ones. And
George Floyd, those ones.
There's those. Yeah. But there's like, I call it Floydgate, where now I think we're seeing largely like Indian people are making any AI George Floyd videos. It's one thing when Derek Chauvin's stealing fried chicken from George Floyd. Mm-hmm. It's another when
I don't even like this. Isn't even fun to argue. That's why I'm saying this is so boring. It's not even fun to argue. Like, let's talk about Trump sending the National Guard to states to enforce, his like control in the United States. It's not like this. Why are we like pretending that it's for high crime or pretending like this is bullshit? It's like, I don't even want to call it a facade. Because it's not even, they don't even try. It like Trump truly was this. What is the haters and all the centrist fucks are like, wow, Trump has ingenious political instincts. Like that's fucking crazy. It's so fucking insane that Trump figured out that he could navigate this whole new environment. It's like some guy walking into a fucking preschool and fucking a kid, and then everybody claps like, my God, how did he figure out that sex technique? It's like, no, they're all pedophiles, right? It's not that Trump discovered something crazy. It's just that we realize, Republicans are demons. There's nothing ingenious about this. He's just insane.
It's just George Floyd with his baby and his baby saying dada, which is like, it's getting crazy. But there's a string of videos that are appearing on Instagram that are just racist jokes. And targeting everybody. There's videos making fun of fat white trash people, but a lot of these anti-Indian, I shouldn't call it anti-Indian, but mocking Indians, where it's like, there's one where a judge goes, for scamming, you're being sentenced to a 15-minute shower. And the Indian guy goes, no, please, not a shower. And then it shows an Indian guy screaming in a shower. They have millions of views. The reason I bring this up is there was a video that my friend told me about, who is not political. This is a dude who does not engage in politics at all and knows nothing about it. And he said, Instagram suggested a Nick Fuentes reel, where Fuentes was saying, everybody knows that the crime is coming from the black neighborhoods. Nobody wants to live there. He says it's irresponsible to bring your wife and child to black neighborhoods. And everybody knows when you talk about shootings and crime, you're talking about black people in black neighborhoods. That has millions of views. And people I know that, like, again, I'm stressing this, who don't engage in politics on Instagram, who are watching videos of Legos and Star Wars, got recommended that. That is crazy that Instagram is promoting that in their algorithm and that people are sharing it. And all the comments were like, Fuentes is right.
Yeah.
So what do you think
That's
about
crazy, chat. There is somewhat of an issue here. I thought of the solution, though. I know how to fix it, okay? No criminologist in no state will follow my plan because it would actually fix the problem, okay? But this is what you have to do, okay? You need to create the most hardcore implicit bias tests, okay? And you need to get the most insane psychological profiling screening, MRI, whatever the fuck you have to do, brain imaging techniques, advanced AI in the cloud with algorithms, okay? And you create the most DEI woke police force possible, okay? The most. Nobody could accuse these people of being horrible. These are your enforcers, all right? Now your strategists, the people that tell people where to go patrol crime, these people are the most racist, evil, all the racial slurs, hates everybody, okay? These are your policymakers / schedule assignment people, okay? You have them draw up the plans, and then you make these people enforce it. Never the two shall meet, and then that's it, okay? There we go. Problem solved, all right?
But that, so
I'm saying that the perception, when you brought up, you made the comment to Connor about saying something about black communities, whether it is true or not is not material to what I'm pointing out. I'm pointing out that there is...
What does that solve exactly? The issue is that conservatives don't care about fixing crime, and conservatives don't care about making cities safer. They're just racist, and they say a lot of racist, retarded fucking shit. But liberals are petrified of saying things like, the reason why more black people are in jail than white people is because more black people commit crime than white people per capita, okay? I don't even know how many liberals would admit that. Well, at least progressives, none of them will admit that. They'll say, well, there's disparate racial policing thing, and I think that, well, because they're not in every neighborhood equally. Yeah, no shit, they're not. Why the fuck would police be in every neighborhood equally? What a stupid fucking suggestion. You want to send police to Regency? You want to send them to billionaire neighborhoods? Do I need police in fucking West Hollywood? No. What a retarded thing. You send them where the fucking crime is, obviously. Well, sometimes the judges aren't fair. Yeah, sure. You think that accounts for how much of it? What percentage? What percentage of the difference in convictions is because of racism? 95, try like 5%, maybe, okay? Now, if you don't talk about sexism, fuck women, okay? And there it might be. But, white women only, though, so far, all right? Liberals or whatever, or progressives or whatever, just seem to not want to have honest conversations about crime enforcement. Like, I have a stronger opinion now. Maybe I'll revisit this or do more formal research. I'm pretty sure broken windows policing worked. I think that was actually like a good approach to stuff. But you have to be careful you don't let actual fucking racists get a hold of your policy or get a hold of your enforcement. But you need to enforce problem areas, okay? Areas where crime are more likely to happen. It's good to have cops there. It's good to have enforcement there. Pretty sure like every single stat book in the fucking universe will tell you that when you put more cops in an area, the crime fucking goes down. Now, those areas tend to be poorer or higher income disparity, and those areas tend to, unfortunately, be inhabited by more minorities versus white people. I mean, that's the stats. That sucks, but it's true. But like, everybody is better off for it to enforce these areas, okay? But it's an impossible conversation to have.
Less search and seizure protections than white people. And you said, well, I just want to be clear, I'll give you an opportunity to retract it. Black people should have lower rights under that search and seizure.
Lower rights. You're being very disingenuous.
Go for it. Yeah.
I'm saying there should be,
I don't understand. Pisco is a sociopath.
Lower rights under that search and seizure. Right.
Arguing with this fucking guy, the bonger dude.
You're being.
Just look at, oh my God. Holy shit. Oh my God, I didn't know they made Matt Walsh's this ugly. What the fuck? I would kill myself if I had to sit at this table and argue with these two motherfuckers. What the fuck?
Very disingenuous.
Go for it. Yeah.
I'm saying there should be,
lower it for everybody, because right now we've got a ton of murder, and those who are innocent will be protected. You have those
white
who are
people should be treated the same as black people. Is that right?
Hang on. Legally speaking, that's fine. But you would be justified in certain neighborhoods, which are disproportionately black, to have a harsher search and seizure policy. Like as in more police presence, more stop and search, because it would save lives.
But hang on. A presence.
And you could do it based off of region.
If you're
the region, like it or not, overlaps with ethnicity.
Okay, but
what's the
like? I don't know. He's British, so I don't trust him. But this is kind of true.
Deployment.
Say no, this area.
You don't need to get a house watch out. You know,
you could do a deployment based on crime, and it happens to coincide.
But it's not going to happen to coincide.
But that's not what you said.
No. It's not going to happen to coincide. That's just the honesty about it. You're going to deploy it to black neighborhoods to save the lives of black people and other people that.
Let me ask this real quick. What do you think about saying that transgenders can't buy guns?
Yeah, I think that's ridiculous, right?
Why?
Because the Second Amendment protects people's individual right to own guns. Right?
Yeah, but what if they're a biochemical engineered ticking time bomb to kill Christian children?
Well, fuck me. I didn't consider that. Jesus Christ. Okay, this guy's worse than the Brit. Sorry. You know what? I can't. I'm good. I'm good on this. Why are we talking about this? We have like... We just flew F-35s to Venezuela for cartel enforcement. Imagine Sicario, but the movie's like 1.5 minutes long and it's just B-2 bombers just fucking bombing the fucking... What? Oh, it's okay. Doesn't what you're saying ultimately line up more with a different view of racism? Progressives would probably say that X thing is racist if it disproportionately affects a race, where some people else might say X thing is racist if it is intended to negatively affect people only with a certain race, or am I wrong? X thing is racist if it disproportionately affects race. Sure, it can be, but not all racism is bad, right? This is like a truism because it works in like 95% of cases, but like technically all racism isn't necessarily a bad thing. So for instance, if you go to the hospital and you're white, and they say, oh, well, because this guy's white, we don't need to screen him for sickle cell anemia or Armenia, sickle cell anemia genocide. Like this is probably not the worst thing in the world, right? Or if you have like some kind of like low income, or we could say like progressive taxes, right? I think that if we look at the top tax bracket, I'm guessing, but it wouldn't surprise me if the top tax bracket probably disproportionately impacts white people, right? That's probably not a bad thing, right? Just because the outcome is racially disparate doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad. You have to look at the is there like a compelling argument for why it is that way, you know? So if it is the case that enforcing crime in certain areas ends up leading to some disproportionate impact, well, is there a compelling reason? Well, yeah, because there's crime there, right? I think that's a compelling enough reason, you know? Would that be called racism, though? Well, it depends on who you ask. Apparently, a lot of people think it is. Mutin gets a gank. Usurp GG! Stop typing in my chat. I emailed you like 2 weeks ago a question about the silencer buying shit, and you didn't respond to me. You ignored me. How dare you type in my chat after ignoring me? Fuck you. Kind of emailed you a retard question though, so okay. Wait, what is this?
Shungite, baby?
Shungite.
This guy's still up here.
That would immediately devolve into why do black people commit more crime? And they would say genetics. Don't know, don't care if we're talking about policing. It's not a policeman's job, and it's not law enforcement's job to figure out what the root causes of some person's decisions are to make, criminal decisions. That's not, at that point, it's too late. We don't care, right? Law enforcement is there to enforce the law. If we want to prevent people from breaking the law, there are other systems that we look at for that, right? That's the social welfare system, maybe, or education, or employment, job opportunities, whatever. There's other systems to look at. It's not police's job to look at the root cause of crime, right? Generally speaking. The F-35 is not like the B-2. The F-35 is used for intelligence gathering. They're trying to do precision strikes against certel people. Okay, I remember when I said the United States should work with Mexico to take out the cartel a long time ago, and every conservative made fun of me on the internet. That was in a debate with Mr. Medicare. Remember that? Now, I said that they should probably work with the Mexican government, not invading countries. So I'll say the conservatives now have all of a sudden come around to my position that was strawman because they implied that I just said we should start bombing Mexico. So my position was generally that. Now Trump is just going to start bombing Venezuela. Now they're all cool with that? Should back off. Oh wait, I'm sorry, I didn't.
Thanks for the fucking info.
Okay, we're gonna win this game through the top lane. I'm here now, baby. I got level 6, okay? Oh no, I was jungling. Not
You
good.
downs.
Shun God.
Talking to Shun guy, baby. This retard. This guy's still up here.
But he goes back. He doesn't get him. Shit, back off. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I didn't.
Thanks for the fucking info.
Okay, we're gonna win this game through the top lane. I'm here now, baby. I got level 6, okay?
You have downs.
Moot. What is this? Rating volume 4. Jesus.
Today, I'm gonna be rating their last photo. This was Joe. His mouth is open and he has nice teeth. I give him a solid 2. This was my neighbor. He's crying, but it's making his skin glow. I give him a solid 3. This was Leather Jacket. He has a nice figure, and I really like that leather jacket. I give him a solid 7. This was Dave. He's wearing a happy mask, but underneath he's screaming. I give him a solid 4.
Okay. Destiny, to be fair, just like there is doing bad stuff for good reason, bombing Venezuela would be a good thing for terrible fucking reason. Maduro faked an election and lost to a liberal American ally. And is generally just terrible. I think at least opposing him would be good. Like, I understand what you're saying, but I feel like historically these things just don't work out that way, right? Like you can't do kind of good things for absolutely fucking horrible reasons and then think that that's going to be in the long term a good thing, right?
The fuck? The fuck, man? The fuck? Look what the fuck you showing me. What the kind of feet with a bird and shit? I'm already upset. What you got next? Ain't that a bitch? Oh, okay, okay. Damn, okay, hold on, bro. I think I ain't getting the message. Okay, damn, ain't that a bitch? Oh, okay, I know what you're saying. Fuck you, man. It's a weird shit. You trying to say I look like this motherfucker? You one weird motherfucker, dude. The fuck? Man, fuck you. Who's that motherfucker? Damn, fuck you.
Okay. Wait, is this an illegal U-turn? Good one. Okay. Are we done? Stop! Yes, bro. Eat Excel. Take it away. I give it a solid 2. Have you seen this Drewski skit? Apparently it got some people mad. Nope, don't care. It's not gonna make me redo all my settings again, is it? Wait, I can just test. Yes, inverted! If you're watching any sovereign citizens defending themselves pro se in court, all of them are a good laugh. Yeah. Goodwill Hunting is about a litigant pro se that defends himself in court. Whoa! Where the fuck? Let it be known how much I hate the FOV in this game and will always hate console FOV. It's not acceptable that the camera is just over one shoulder. And it's not okay that this has become normalized, alright? And it's your guys' fault partially for allowing this. Oh, and because the developer is French. That also hurts. Which also should not be allowed. I do not know why it suddenly has become acceptable for French game studios to exist. Turn up the game volume? No, it's fine. 80%. That's what it should be at. Oh, fuck. Whoops. Idiots. To use HDR or Remod X? Someday I will start stream, or maybe we'll do it tonight if I'm bored. And figure out what HDR means and how it works, because I do not know anything about HDR. Like, every time I turn HDR on, all it does is it fucking makes all the colors on my screen gray and dull. So I think I'm doing it wrong. It has something to do with the settings of the color spacing or something, but I don't know how the fuck to figure it out.
This will be useful.
But I feel retarded because I have 4 massive HDR monitors and HDR is off on every single fucking one of them. You turned on auto HDR. No, it's gonna fuck my shit up. You know what? Right click. Display settings. HDR. My shit's about to get fucked. Auto HDR. And then HDR. Is it okay? Look, but now everything got duller for me. I don't think you guys noticed it, but everything got duller. So like if I put my, oh you guys, I don't know why I just said that, but I can put my DGG chat on 2 screens and it's darker on top than it is on bottom. It's fucked. We see it too. Turn HDR on your monitor. Well, if Windows turns it on, it should be on my monitor. No, doesn't all this shit like automatically detect now? HDR, gaming HDR. That's what it says. So it's on. HDR setting. Gaming HDR, cinema HDR, console HDR. Just, bro, what the fuck is all this shit? I don't know what the fuck any of this is. Why? You have to turn on the auto HDR and monitor settings. Well, I don't even know why it's on gaming. Variable refresh rate. Do I need that on? No. Game plus. No. No. Image. HDR format. I can do HDR 10 or Dolby Vision. I don't know what any of these settings are. Read the monitor manual? How about you ban that guy? Okay, there is no auto HDR. Download Windows HDR Calibrator. What for? Okay, I'll do that later. Fuck all that shit. Off. Wait, I'm supposed to do this thing, right? What's even the point of these enemies?
Take them down.
Feel the burn.
Can you recap the story? Yes! It's about the military-industrial complex sending old people to die to collect data for their new Lockheed Martin Lumina weapon.
Well, that will help.
Color with an O-U-R? Fucking seriously, bro? Oh my god. Oh my god, purple! Nice. Yes! Oh. Hi. Enemy? No. What? No. The fuck? Oh my god, 3 enemies at once? Is that even possible? What? Okay. Oh, I forgot I can dodge in this game. I wasn't ready. Flying enemies evade most damage from attacks and skills. Shooting is more effective against these enemies. Try shoot at the bolster. Shoot. Wait. Z. You know what? I don't need to revive. Shut the fuck. My game is the most glitchy game. It's French. They can't do anything right. Okay, I just wasn't... I forgot how to play this game. But now I remember, and now I'm here. Go. Go. Go! I don't need... Skip. To watch this. 3 counters coming up. 1! 2! Need most damage from attacks or skills. Am I just supposed to keep shooting over and over again? Oh. No damage. That's fucking right. Wait, did I come from there? Okay, we came here. We're probably supposed to go there next. Ooh, this has the top secret hidden boss. Right?
This one looks dangerous.
Puss in Boots laughs in the face of danger. Can we get first strike? Okay. What? Okay. That's okay. That's all right.
Take him down.
Take cover.
What? What? Okay.
Chroma is flowing. I'm ready.
No! There's no noise. You know there's no noise. You can tell there's no noise, right?
Feel the burn.
Lunde, watch out.
Feel the burn. Точка sta.
It's too easy.
The storm is coming. Feel the burn.
No, I don't have enough things. There's no way I can like get. I have to do this.
Take cover.
Get ready. For those who come after.
I don't want her to get experience. I only want Gustav to get experience. Fuck that character. That's why. Is that a Pico thing? Oh. Oh my god. Looks like a good ass one too. Augmented attack. 50% increased basic damage. Does that affect my skills too, or is that just for my base attack? Because otherwise that sounds kind of cringe. Wait, why don't I have Dodger on too? Item is already equipped. Oh, loser. Weapon upgrade. Did that happen automatically? Holy shit! And I get an
advantage.
More chromo. That's it? Whatever. Ugh. Stealth mode.
Blue trees.
Blue trees.
Something's disrupting the chroma around here.
Ooh.
Be careful.
Thanks. I like how we got over the whole death of every single person on our team that we've known for a whole life very quickly. That was good. Fight! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I just realized. I just remembered I ordered my Eat Fresh. And for my phone call, I got. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ugh. Are there any long cutscenes coming up? Be thematically consistent, order French food. It's literally a baguette sandwich. Okay, oh my god, are you ready for this? Whoa! Oh, hi. Oh, shit. Hi. Easy. Uh-oh, and doing you more. What? Does he not have a weak spot? You just shot it. Huh, more like I shot my load in your mom. Oh my god! Fucking epic. Fucking epic.
Let's push forward.
Why does she have 1 HP?
Danger!
Nope. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god.
The storm is coming.
I'm sure her basic attack will kill this person in one shot, right? Let's do this first. Boom! Oh, with the 17 damage? Absolutely dead. Absolute. Let's go. Easy. Die. Easy.
Let's push
Do it.
forward.
Oh, what's that? You don't have shit to say because you suck shit. Fuck, she's catching up. Oh no, not good. It's a lot of blood. All right, that's okay. We're playing a... It's a perfect parry game. We don't need HP. You have the flasks out of combat. Oh shit.
We can use that.
How do I... Can I heal party? Oh! 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 Okay. Is that everything? I think so. Ugh. Can we do triangle while running around as well? Oh, bruv. Oi, bruv. Ah.
Someone came here before and set up these handholds.
Yeah, you can tell they come here.
Probably Expedition 69.
Whoa!
Climbers Expedition.
Nice.
Let us thank them for that.
Nice. Nice. You know, they know, and we know. Oh, cinema mode. We've entered the cinema. Oh my god. It's Fincher, he's dead. No more shitty movies. Oh my god, it's a Dark Souls guy.
Something's wrong with it. Why isn't it attacking us?
Well, it certainly attacked them.
You don't know that.
An expedition journal.
Oh my god.
81. Learn from the ones who came before.
And lay the trail for the ones who come after.
Why are they writing cryptic poetry? Give us some good instructions, loser.
Expedition 81, René.
Oh, never mind.
Huge discovery. This is the first Nevron with whom we've been able to communicate. It seems stuck in this cave. Gregoire is, as usual, deeply suspicious, but this could change our entire understanding of Nevrons and the Painters.
Okay.
They communicated with a Nevron.
What?
The dead here don't disappear like in Mumia. Their chroma stays inside their bodies.
On the beach, some did disappear.
He wasn't a Nevron.
Something about the way Nevrons kill seems to affect our chroma.
Perhaps your friend here can enlighten us. It really does speak.
What do you mean, light?
Is that what he said?
Did you kill these people?
Oh, he's speaking French. Sorry.
Painted? By the painters? If we bring it light, perhaps we can learn more.
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Let me camp for a moment, m'lady. Wait. Are these all the things that help my sword shit? Oh. Whoa! Wait, what is the... I imagine the sword thing means that that's what my weapon scales with? Is that not true? Fuck. No! Vitality and agility. Might is A scaling by default. Oh. Okay. Does luck help her at all? Hmm. Oh my god, skills, skillies. Deals medium single target damage. 3 hits. Uses weapons element. Heals self by 20% if the target burns. What does that mean? Like, does it leave a burn? Or if I like burn the target with the girl and then attack with him, then I heal? Is that what that means? Cringe. We don't heal here. We just kill things. What's this? Wildfire? Oh, AoE stuff. Don't mind if I do. Boom! Hello. God, I don't know. No, what did I just say? Wait, stop. What happened? What? Hello. Shut up. What? It didn't even load. Huh. Sorry, fuck, my game just crashed. I don't even know why. That's crazy, chat. Jesus. What does the paintress want you to do? She marked a path we must walk, but here I sit in darkness. Without light, I cannot follow her. Follow where? What kind of light? A pure light. I must bring forth the flame that lights the path forward. Something flammable then? Like Palestine? Shine! I need to shine! Bro, I got you! Did you bring the light? I don't know, did I? Oh, okay. Well, look. I need to go look, right? Not at this shit, right? I need to go forward. I'll be back. Wait, this lady literally casts fire shit. Can't we just, like... Never mind.
Flares!
Survivors!
Whoa! Hurry!
Wait, gotta explore.
Nice.
Oh ho! Oh my god. Hello. We have a 25, wait. Burning shots. 20% chance to burn on free aim shot. Oh my god. It's over. It's fucking over. It's over, famalam. Oh no, I don't want to come down here. But I will, to whip your ass. First strike, more like, do you think those are weak points? Resistant. Oh, probably to burning. Doesn't matter, cause you, yeah, woo! Just kidding. Watch this, watch this, watch this. Wait, watch this. And now watch this, watch this, watch this. It is free real estate. New what? What? You what? You what, mate? Who's that weapon for? Oh my god. Oh, and this is so good because it has the level 10 20% increased fire damage with skills. That's a best in slot.
Well, that will help.
I have so much color. Do I need to go that way? What's up here? Hold on. Wait, where were the flares? They were over there. They can wait. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, I didn't know. No, no. I'll be right back. What the fuck? I intended for that to happen. Oh, I'm supposed to equip things. The other one just killed himself when he saw how fucking owned they were. You have a second page of abilities on Magic Woman. Really? Oh my god. Oh, it's already equipped. Sometimes I just kill people with my aura, like RFK Jr. when he walks in and no one's vaccinated, they die. Oh. Okay, there's something sick up here. I can feel it. Oh, look, 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 look!
We can use that.
Dead. Oh my god, the plus 3 AP on enemy kill? Another Bisson slot. Yes. Are these like RNG or are they Actually, you know what? I want this one. Fuck you. Or are they like pre or whatever? All right. Okay. Okay. We did this one? Brother. Can we rob this guy? Nope. Okay.
An advantage.
Oh my god. Oh, you're not flying. Are you fucking serious? Risky medium? What does risky medium mean? Like, there's a risk of like killing myself? Oh my god, more purple! Legendary!
We could light something with this.
Oh shit, I know just the thing. Hold on. Is there no point in shooting at this guy? Because I feel like my shot doesn't do anything. Like, wow, 4K. Oh no, I guess he's got low life, so. Okay, I can't one-shot him, so I should attack him. Lumina learnt. Now I can still.
Nice.
Wait, what's the difference between a Lumina and a Picto? Do I learn Luminas from Pictos? I forgot how the fuck any of this shit works. Wait, what? Lumina. Lumina. Like 1 out of 5. Is that like a... Like, do I just need to... Oh. Wait. So now I'm holding that. Oh, these are points to equip Luminas when I have them learned, but I don't have them equipped. That's what this is. My god, I'm so fucking smart. Wait, so why does it say her lumina is 0 out of 5? She has no luminas? Oh, because maybe she's using all of her luminas for the equipped things? Or no? Oh, that's how many you have equipped, now how much you have left. Oh my god. Weird. Okay, you're right, I don't dodge. Ever. I will be taking your purple, though. Oh, I already took it. Okay. Oh my god, I just found the hidden kingdom. Never mind. Bro, I brought you a fat doob. Here you go. Gone are the days when I wandered in darkness. Soon I shall shine. Light it, help me shrine, make me complete. Ooh, this light. Long have I waited this light. I must join the others. Lead me, mistress. For the future, shrouded in darkness. Tell us more. Will please, mistress, capture light. What? My light, I caught only a glimpse. What was that about? I felt my mistress guiding me, sorry. I could almost hear her. I must have more light to understand what she asks of me. Trying to shine once more.
What did it mean by light?
What do you mean? We literally just said
Let's
it's
keep an eye out for other Nevrons like this one. We might learn something.
Attack, Jesus. Good luck, good sir. We're wishing you the best. Wait, where'd this music come from? Okay, we went down. Oh no, we cleared up there. Bridge. Come down here. Oh, I see a purple. Oh my god. Yes, yes, yes. Oh.
Well, that will help.
Yeah, maybe for you. If I use it on you. What should we update? Oh, yes. Yes! Oh, what about for you? Yes! Any cool skizzles? 3. Applies powerful to 1 to 3 allies. Cringe. Why are all of his abilities so cringe? Wait, why can I see her skill tree, but I can't see Gustav's skill tree? What the fuck? Ah! Okay, shatter, high damage, lightning, all enemies. Oh, okay, we could do 9 to get that if I really wanted. Or Strike Storm. It deals very high single target damage. Fuck it. Oh, cinema mode. Oh! Bro, stop talking to people. They all die when you talk to them. Get the fucking hint.
Fuck. It's big. Fall back!
Ho, ho, ho.
Putain de merde.
Why didn't the guy just do that on top of us? It would have killed us. We would have gotten stabbed.
Brace yourselves.
Okay. Shields. Somebody says shields protect them. Each shield completely blocks one hit. Oh, wait. Can I shoot him 3 times? One. Oh. Huh, so that was a lie. That took off 2 hits. Oh, wait. Look. I bet I can do this again. Oh, ha. Uh-oh. And now. Oh, now. I thought that using immolation on marked enemies was supposed to be better. Did I make that up? Applies 2 more burns if the target is marked. Oh, it is.
Feel the burn. Ready to evade.
No! Well, looks like you weren't ready to evade. Easy, don't need her. Don't need her. Because this guy is cooked. Okay.
Sorry, I failed.
Okay, but what if you could do the multi-target one? Don't die. Right? Yikes, fam. Major yikes.
Well, those have come off.
Careful. It's building up chroma.
Oh no.
Not looking good.
Take his shield off? I don't remember. Do I have another thing to revive him? Ugh. If I finish this fight, wait, does he lose 20% of the experience or does he only get 20% experience? He won't lose experience? Oh, I can't revive him. I don't have the items. All I have are raw skills. Oh, wait. That's not cool.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Shut up!
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Stop! What a loser! Oh, he didn't even die. Is that supposed to be a weak spot? Get alive!
Celebrate later.
Oh, yeah.
There'll be others.
Oh, yeah.
We should be safe up in the tree.
Wait, is she the 16-year-old?
Yeah.
No, okay. She's 32. Okay.
Putain.
Damn, that's two 16-year-olds worth.
Wait, there's a message on the wall. Took mile to the weird corals. Head north, look for a door inside a hut.
Yeah.
This doesn't make sense. Who would have written this?
It's a BLM graffiti.
It sounds like an expeditioner, but everyone knows to sign their messages.
Yeah, but they might have been in a hurry.
I don't know. Doesn't sound like anyone on the team. What if it's a trap?
We don't use that word anymore.
It's a lead. Our only lead. Whoever this is knows Mael. We have to go.
No. Not yet. Protocol is to regroup at the rally point.
Don't talk to me about
wait
protocol.
3 days.
We wrote that protocol.
This message feels off. If it was an expeditioner, they would have stayed here. Everyone knows the protocol.
Right, but they may have been in danger. Maybe this location has been compromised.
Well, we didn't think of that.
Things change in the field.
There's a reason.
Protocol doesn't cover
There's
every contingency.
Like the Navy SEALs in
There's
North
a-
Korea.
There's a reason it's protocol. We designed it to yield the optimal result in the vast majority of situations.
But not everyone. Say it.
Was our entire team dying part of that optimal result?
Yeah, because now we get to bang.
Look.
This chick has lip
I'm
fillers
gonna
also.
move
What the
away.
fuck? It's made it to the games?
Protocol also states, never move solo.
Got him. Oh my
You
god.
choose which protocol to break.
And then she just stays here. Wait, who? What? Mael, which one was this again? Why do we care about that person? Merde. Merde. Oh, that's Gustav's sister. That's the 16-year-old. She came along on this. New Picto's cleansing tint. Healing tints also remove all status effects. Yikes. She's basically Gustav's daughter slash sister. Oh, I like that slash. Hell yeah. Hell yes. Hmm. Okay, wait. Okay. Are these like still leveling up, or how can I even? I should be able to tell somehow, right? Like what? It says level 1, level 2, or is that just like the level of the Picto? It doesn't level up, right? Oh, the border tells you. Okay. So learning the Picto only helps for being able to equip them as Luminas. But it doesn't give you the stats, right? Okay. Elementary. Ooh. The fuck? Wait, did I come from down there? No, I came from down there, right? And over there is the bridge? Or did I come from over here? What the fuck? It all looks the same!
Nice.
Oh my god, empowering attack! Gain powerful for 1 turn on base attack. Fuck, how do I know if I've learned this shit again? Empowering attack. The borders. Oh, 4 means I have it. Is that... Okay, okay. Okay. This is the... Is this the rope we came down? Or went up? Sorry. No. Fuck. Where the fuck did I come from? Wait. Oh. No. Did I... Is this where I came from? No. Wait, yes. No. Yes. Oh, yeah. Right here. We killed this boss. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. We came from back there. We fought the boss here. Is there like, there's not shit around here, right? No! I didn't mean to fall. Don't care. You know what? Whatever. Okay. We were there. We came over here. Okay. Boss. Oh my god. Look, I'm so glad I came back. Oh my god. 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 Finally. Everybody misses us on their first playthrough. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Never mind. I have to go up here to get it anyway. Fuck me. Wait, do I? Okay. Oh my god. Wait, am I losing my mind? This is where I came from. Okay, just kidding. I know, just kidding. Joking. There's a super rare spawn sometimes, but it only happens 5% of the times you enter the area. You wouldn't know about it. Speedrunning strat. That's an anti-percenter strat. Okay. Not that thing. Oh, that one. Wait, not that one, but that one over there. Wait, right? Yes. Okay. Oh my...
We can use that.
God, it's another thing. I don't know what it does, but awesome. Boom. There. Got it. Okay. We're good. Now we go this way. You missed a boss. Wait, did I? Fuck you. Oh my god. It's like the Final Fantasy World map. Look.
So,
the
message said head north to the weird corals.
Yeah, you know what that
And a door in a hut.
Well, so we're not going north, because we gotta go to the secret areas. Oh! Is that Monster World maps? Okay, that's to the north. We're never going that way first. Wait, is this a monster? No, just a boring statue. That's not anything, right? That's probably the tree areas that I came from. They're weirdly colored because the chroma is off, by the way. Ah, hello. First strike. Boom. Boom. And let's give this guy a double. Boom. Watch this. Dead.
A storm.
Almost dead. Easy.
Feel the burn.
Fuck. No. What? Okay. What am I?
No margin for error.
All planned. He's gonna burn and die. Do it! I dare you! I didn't think he'd actually do it. Okay, new strat. Hello? Why does my character do no damage? What?
Brace yourself.
Humstered and dumpstered. Okay. Another purple item and a weapon upgrade. Oh my god.
This will be useful.
It will be. What do we pick up? Show me, show me, show me, show me. Oh. New weapon. No, wasn't it just leveled up, right? Go left to red area. Wait, should I go to the red area? Where the fuck? Or should I go over there? That's not north. You can open a map on D-pad. Oh, what is that? Oh, I'm supposed to go over there. Oh, we should go here. Okay. Danger. What does that mean? Means you get more EXP from fights. Oh my god. MOBA not MOBA. Sorry.